Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dram Diaries. It's me, your boy Peter. Unfortunately, Chanel couldn't be with us today. She's sick. Just like the title suggests, this is a video about the best, in our opinion, alternatives or replacements even for Stagg or Stagg Junior. So let's roll the intro and we're going to get into it. Just want to thank everybody for supporting us. We've only been on YouTube for about 4 weeks and we got lots of great comments, suggestions. This one was in regards to our video on the 2023 top bourbons that we were actually able to purchase. Our number 2 pick was Stagg 22A. This guy right here, which I can't believe we actually found on a store shelf here in Oregon. At Sharp Dressed Cat 230 said, "People keep finding Staggs. Meanwhile, I've never even seen one in person in my life." And there's 4 depressed emoji faces. Time to die. Now, maybe you share those sentiments. If you're feeling like that, don't die. There are actual alternatives that, for Chanel and I, we prefer to Stagg. They're very good. What we do is we make our own blends, and that's what we're going to go over today, what we blend to get this flavor profile and close to the proof. I try and look at the just like basic initial flavors that I would get from a whiskey, in this case Stagg or Stagg Junior. Right off the bat, to me, it's sweet. Buffalo Trace is a sweet bourbon, so I'm getting brown sugar, vanilla, I'm getting cinnamon, candy, usually on the finish, typically some type of cherry or like appley, berry type note on them, sometimes a little leather, but also some barrel char. When I'm making a blend, I want to start with something that hits like that sweet, sweet note. And for that, I always start with, when I'm blending Stagg, this guy right here, Jack Daniel's single barrel proof. To me, Jack Daniel's is sweet and it's got some char. It doesn't have like a lot of complexity. I feel like this has got a little more complexity to it. So we start with something like this, and I would say the higher the proof, the better. The blend that we are currently using is this bottle. It's 129.1 proof. So where do we get those other, I'm thinking cherry, vanilla, and char flavors, is this Yellowstone. It is a single barrel. They're store picks, and it is very vanilla, cherry, leathery, and char. Like if you had all those things and you charred them, it's really char heavy. You may be thinking, well, I'm not going to be able to blend what you're doing because this is a single barrel and that's a single barrel. That's true, but all the single barrels that I've tried multiple different bottles of from different barrels, yeah, there is some variation, but they are all on profile. These Staggs, they vary, I would say, more from batch to batch than this does from barrel to barrel. We start with 2 parts of Jack Daniel's barrel proof and 1 part of this Yellowstone. You are going to end up with this. Obviously, it's a little bit lower proof. With this blend, it works out usually 120 to 122 proof. But some of these Staggs, like the 23C, I believe it was, is 125.7 proof. So they're not all really high proof. We actually prefer this flavor better, and it tastes like Buffalo Trace, but with less burn. So another option is this Angel's Envy. Now this is a private selection, it's a store pick, 110 proof, but as you know, this is finished in port wine barrels. So this is going to give you, it's going to get you closer in proof, I don't know, maybe 123-ish proof. It's going to have less of the char flavor than this one and more of like that berry red fruit sweetness. The blend of these two, better than this. So something else that I get on certain batches of Stagg, maybe get more brown sugary notes, and that would be this guy right here, Ben Holiday. This is the 6-year-old Rick House proof. This particular one is 120.1 proof, so it's going to get you even a little bit closer to the proof of one of these, but this will be less on the char and less on the fruity notes and more on those brown sugar, like molassesy notes. And again, it would be 1 part of this Ben Holiday to 2 parts of the Jack Daniels. And I'm telling you, with this blend right here that we've let people try, and I tell them, oh, that's Stagg Junior, right? Like batch 13. Yep, they're going to believe it is because it tastes so close. And I believe doing a blend is the only way to actually get an actual alternative or replacement as far as a flavor profile goes with a bourbon or a whiskey that you're trying to match, because they're from different distilleries. They have different profiles to them. But that is where the art of blending comes in. Now you may be wondering, okay, well, why not just use like a benchmark foolproof? Because it's the same distillate, same mash bill as Stagg. Unfortunately, they don't sell that in Oregon, so I haven't been able to try it. But I am just going to go off of what I know about whiskey. It's probably half the age of this. It's less proof, so it's going to be hotter than this and probably more youthful tasting. I'm going to guess you're probably going to get some grain in it. If I ever get a bottle or I get a sample, I will try it, and I'll try a blend and see if I can get close to that. Sometimes I hear like 1792 full proof. I've not seen one on a store shelf for probably 5 years. So I'm guessing you could probably blend that 1 part 1792 full proof with 2 parts of Jack Daniel's barrel proof and probably get close, but I don't know because I haven't done that blend. I know it can be frustrating. We all want to try these bottles. They're hyped up. This bottle, I don't think it deserves that ridiculous jump in price that you can find it online for, like $200, $250, $300. I've said this before, I could see paying $100 for this, especially if you've not had it before and you can find it for that. But Chanel and I prefer the blend of these two and these two to the taste of Stagg. Like, it tastes like Stagg, but just a better version of Stagg. This one's close, but I would say I probably prefer Stagg more to the blend of these two, but it gets close. These are going to be easier to find than this, I guarantee you. Let us know if you like this kind of content. I'm going to be doing another video about, where'd it go? Weller Foolproof, right? Even harder to find than this for us. Just help the people that are feeling that pain and not being able to find these bottles and don't want to play the secondary pricing, because it's not worth it. It really isn't. But you literally can get that flavor profile. I guarantee you. Now, if there's some other type of bourbon you'd like to see us to try and match the flavor profile with bourbons that you can get off the shelf, let us know in the comments. And again, thank you for the comment, Sharp Dressed Cat. Appreciate that. It gives us some good ideas for content and videos. So anyways, thank you for sticking with us and for viewing, subscribing, and liking. It's awesome. Really gets us motivated to keep making more videos. So anyways, until next time.